Hi, so I'm going to make this course especially for you for the first time, since I have been harboring it all many years to share all the secrets or all the codes that I have learned during my life in Milan, Italy. The reason why I call secret because there is no one talks about it. It had to be tapped onto those rules during your life there, because even if you live there for 2 years already, 3 years already, if you do not observe or if you do not tap onto it, you wouldn't ever understand how the Milanese, I specifically say Milanese because I cannot speak for the people from Rome or from the south of Italy. But as we all know that Milan is the center of the fashion world, so even though I have to say that they are so subtle in their way of coordinating an outfit, that fashion actually it's not strong suit by the Milanese people themselves. Yes, there will be maybe a touch of something that is quite fashionable, could be the shoes or could be the bag or could be the belt or could be the sneakers, and that's all. But they're not going to transform themselves to the whole new fashionable looking outfit, and that is Milanese. It took me, frankly speaking, at least 3 or 4 years to start understanding what it is all about, because I have been able to dress myself nicely since I grew up also in London. I lived there for 5 years, and also I lived in Singapore and I lived in Los Angeles. Never have I been to a city living in a place where people are so into the right purpose of clothes. I call it purpose because for every place, every weather, every event, every place of the season, they dress specifically according to the environment. So, for example, you would never see Italians go around with flip-flop in Milan just because it's hot, it's summer. They would never go with flip-flop. They would never actually go with Bermuda pants. But yes, like I have already mentioned on my Facebook page, that, or also on my blog, that now, due to the internet age and because of the European Communion, the younger generation of Italians are much more flexible. But still, basically, they still remain with their standard coordination of an outfit, down to patterns, down to fabrics, down to the shape of the shoes, the shape of the belt, the shape of the hats, the shape of the coat. Because, for example, I can share with you right off the bat that you don't wear loose coats in spring or in autumn. You have the coats much more fitted according to the curves of your body. The same also with the pants. But since it is complex and I am trying to make a course that is less complex, although it's going to be 16 lectures, I hope to be able to make you see or recognize what it's all about. It's so interesting because it gives you a sense of self-assurance that not only because you know this Italian fashion, but or the way they dress, but it is so appropriate in the way they utilize the fabrics, in the way they design in such a way where it is so functional for the moment or for that given time, like the weather. And for the first few years, I always found myself, why am I so different? At the beginning, I thought, Milan is like London or like New York or like Singapore, like anywhere else in the world where if you are unique or if you are a little bit eccentric, that means you know exactly how to dress. But in Milan, it's the other way around, which I find quite fascinating because it's actually the conformity that they embrace. In other words, you will see, that's why on I think the picture of my course, I didn't know I was going to make a course, otherwise I would have taken different pictures whilst I was still in Milan. But you can see that everybody, you can see in that one shot I took, there are like 3 or 4 people wearing red or pink or blue, because that was the day. They're wearing red, blue, pink, and light blue. And I happen to be wearing blue also, blue stripe. That was in spring. Or was it late summer? I think it was late summer, going into autumn. It's like as if we have called each other or we had made a meeting and agreed to wear the same colors on that day. And that is Milan. That is Milan. So the first day, let's say this is summer now. We are still in summer. So tomorrow is cloudy or it's going to be raining. But even if it's not going to rain, but it's cloudy, then everybody wears blue jeans, a little bit pink, or a little bit red when it's not sunny in the daytime. That's another thing. If it's sunny in the daytime, in summer, then you wear light color. If it's not sunny in the daytime, in summer, then you wear dark colors. And then in the night, you wear the opposite color, that is the dark color or the light color. That's how complex it is. But it just gives meaning to every fabric, to every way of you putting together an outfit. I may not be making sense to anybody here, but I am just trying to share what I know, why I'm so positive about it, or so certain about it, because I lived there for many years. And the moment I got to understand how the rule is, oh my God, you know, they never looked at me funny anymore. They never whispered anymore under their breath, because I remember when I went to France and I came back so proud with the clothes that I was wearing from Côte d'Azur, and I overheard the ladies in this particular shop, when I started to understand Italian, of course. She was saying to her colleague that I seemed to be in the carnival. Why? Because I was wearing something that is so different from them. I was wearing flowery pantsuit, and that day it wasn't for flowery pattern. On that day, it was supposed to be, let's say, brown or pink, if that was in summer. But if that had been in springtime, then it would have been brown and blue, or black and brown. I hope I can just compile these lessons that makes you understand how to combine the colors at mid-seasons, like spring and autumn, or the transitional part of it also, and summer and winter. Summer and winter are similar, spring and autumn are similar. The only difference is the material. But of course, in springtime, you can still wear something that you wear in autumn, but it's gradient into the lighter fabrics. Whereas if it were autumn, gradient into the heavier fabrics. So even the makeup. Now, for example, I am wearing still a summer dress, summer jewelry, which is very muted, subdued, but blue, red lipstick or pink lipstick, a little bit strong eye makeup, strong eyebrows, and this is summer for blue or red or pink color. If it were black and white, then my eyes would have been more accentuated, and maybe my lipstick would have been just white or nude. So I just hope that someone out there understands what I mean. Because don't you ever ask yourself, when you see somebody with expensive bag or expensive jewelry or expensive shoes, somehow you find there is something wrong with their coordination of the whole appearance, or if not that, you find too excessive, and yet they wear the expensive bag, brand's name. So brand name, I forgot now. So whereas you can mishmash expensive stuff with affordable stuff, or you can also just wear affordable stuff and yet looking quite chic but classy but understated, which means you're not going to make people look at you because there's something too strong that you represent or that you put on. So this is the essence of my course that I am trying to share with you. I think with time you will capture, you will understand in a way, the science of the whole color coordination, the shape, the makeup, the bag, the shoes, the cut, and the patterns. It's really, really interesting. So this is my first time to make a course. I don't know whether I need to make a 30 minutes video talking about me or talking about the essence of my course, or talking about already the teaching or the course. But to me, the course is there. What you need to do is just to read and to understand from one season to another, because I am dividing into 4 seasons, and in each season there are different colors for 4 days. So black and white, brown and or monochromatic brown, multicolored, or blue and red. So I just hope that I could succeed in making people see and enjoy and understand and really feel the fun, but also the purpose of every piece you put on or you wear. Like, for example, this, it doesn't have to be expensive. So it doesn't have to be, you see, this is my blue aquamarine ring from Milan with white gold. Just the coordination in summer. This is what I'm wearing right now. So let's hope that this presentation of the story of my experience of putting together a style is beneficial to those who are interested, especially those who deal in the business of designing the clothes and or fashion buyer, or just for your own pleasure of dressing up the right way. Well, as it is, I have no way of talking in a much more articulate or faster way, but at least this is very natural. I didn't rehearse. It is all as it is. So if this is not enough, I would appreciate some honest opinion, please, and I will do my best. Thank you. And if this is accepted, then I hope you enjoy my course, and you are welcome to contact me anytime for any question in this regard. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it.